Hey guys, Justin here with another pickups video, and the Goodwill has been rocking this last week. I've been going every day and literally finding stuff almost every day, and it all started out with one absolutely awesome find that I had last week, and I guess I'll just go ahead and tell the story quick. I had gone to Goodwill earlier in the morning and didn't find anything, but later that night I was getting some grocery shopping done with some people, and on the way back we were driving right by the Goodwill again, so figured, you know, might as well just stop in again, you never know. So I was walking over to where they put the games, and sitting at the end of a children's clothing aisle was this. It's an official Angry Video Game Nerd hoodie. And I couldn't believe it when I saw this. It was a total fluke that I even found this in the first place, because obviously I don't look through the children's clothing when I go to Goodwill. So if this hadn't been just sitting on the end of an aisle, like almost showcased, I would have never seen it. It's almost as if someone had, you know, picked it up with an intent to buy it and then just put it back. And I just thought this was so cool. This is definitely one of the top 3 coolest things I've ever found at Goodwill. You know, not really because it has a whole lot of monetary value, although it's probably a $20 or $30 hoodie on his website, I can imagine. But I am a huge AVGN fan. I absolutely love his work. I find him absolutely hilarious. I think he's really talented at what he does. I know some people don't like him, but personally, I watch everything he puts out. I always look forward to his new videos, and I can't wait for his movie to come out. So, very cool to find this. The best part about this was it was only $1.99 because I guess it was classified as a children's hoodie, even though it is a large and actually fits me quite nicely. I probably won't wear it around, but it's good to know that it does fit me if I ever wanted to. So very cool to find this there. Now, I think it was the next morning I actually woke up early to go to the Goodwill right after they opened, because I knew that there was a particular color. I think it was the blue tag items were going to be 99 cents starting that morning, and there was a couple things that I'd kind of been eyeing up there that I was going to buy, you know, for 99 cents. So the first thing I got was a PlayStation camera, or a PS3 iCamera, Sony brand, brand new in the box. They had this priced for $19.99, and it was just sitting there for weeks. No one bought it. I think they actually had 2 of them. Someone might have bought the other one, but you know, it went on sale for 99 cents, so I snagged that up for $1. Heck yeah. And then I also got a 3DS game, Style Savvy Trendsetters, and this was $19.99. They had it in the glass case. The only reason I bought it is because it was student discount day, so it was like $3 off. So I got this for like 17 bucks. I knew it was still a $30, $35 game. Obviously, I'm not going to play it, but I'll find something to do with this. And I also got a copy of Dragon Age Origins for the Xbox 360. I already gave that to Ryan, so I don't have it here to show, but they had that price for $29.99 in the glass case, which is way overpriced for that game. I think it's like a $10 game, so obviously no one bought it, and no one bought it when it was half off, and I got there right when they opened on the 99-cent day, and snagged that up for Ryan because I knew he wanted it. So some pretty cool things there. Now I went back the next day, and they didn't have anything in like the electronics section or anything like that, but I walked over to where they put the games and saw that they had put out a bunch of PlayStation games, PS1 games mostly, and I did pick up a couple of games here, but a lot of them were sports games, so I couldn't help but think that maybe someone had, you know, gotten there before me and picked out some of the other better titles, and it turns out that I was 100% right. It's actually kind of a funny story, so I'll tell that after I show what I got, but here are the PS1 games I did pick up. I got Medieval, the first one. Unfortunately, it's missing the manual, and I think the disc is in pretty good shape, actually. But I knew that even disc only, this game was worth more than I was going to get charged for it at Goodwill, so I went ahead and picked it up, hoping to complete it. Obviously, I think I might just sell this one and then buy a complete copy, because it'd be a cool game to have. And actually, I think Ryan found Medieval 2 at Goodwill last year around the same time, so cool to pick up that one. And then I also got, oh, this one's even cooler actually, Warcraft 2, The Dark Saga, and luckily this one is complete. It's not in as good a condition. I got to replace the case obviously, but the manual's got some wear on it, but it's all there, and the disc is unfortunately it's pretty scratched up. Nothing too deep, but it's got some like rings around the edge, so I'm hoping it still plays. I probably want to actually play this game anyway. I've never played Warcraft. I don't really intend to play this. Although I know Ryan was really curious to try this one out. He's more into Warcraft than I am, but it's still I think like a $25 or $30 game. So for $3.99 or $2.99, whatever I got charged for it, definitely picking that one up for the collection anyway. And so I had those two, and then on the way to the register to pay for these, I walked by, they had a big bin of DVDs, and they were all sealed, brand new DVDs, and I guess they just put them closer to the front of the store. They don't have to worry about people stealing the discs out of them or anything because they're sealed. But mixed in with all the DVDs, I spotted some games. I think there was 3 games I passed on. They had a Tony Hawk 3 for the PS2, I think, that I didn't pick up. But they had a couple GameCube games in there as well. I got F-Zero GX, which is complete, and also Battalion Wars, also complete. And I already have F-Zero. I did not have this one, so this one's going in my collection, but I couldn't pass them up. They're in literally almost brand new condition. They're in mint condition, so it was very cool to get those. And anyway, under that funny story, later that night, I got a text from Dave, and he said, "Oh, hey dude, my mom bought some games for you." And I was like, "Oh, sweet." I was like, and I asked which ones they were, and he started listing me off. I think there was like 4 games, a couple Spyro games, and a couple Crash games. And I was like, "Oh," I was like, "PS1 games, huh?" And I was like, "I wonder where she got those from." Turns out, yeah, she had beaten me up to the Goodwill after they had put those out and snatched up some of the the better games, you know, for me. Obviously, I'm going to pay her back for them and everything, but I just thought that was funny. You know, I had a hunch that someone had beaten me up there, and it turned out to be Dave's mom who ended up buying the games for me. Anyway, so obviously I owe her a big thank you on that one, and just in general. I mean, she's always looking out for games for us. And you know, she did snatch, you know, for the best games that they had there. I guess, you know, she probably never heard of these ones before, so she didn't pick them up. But she knew that, you know, Crash and Spyro were good, so she picked them up for me. So thank you to Dave's mom on that. And this next small stack of games here, I actually got from the local collector. I've been helping him out lately, selling some of his doubles off and everything, so he's giving me like a commission on that, so he owes me some money. And he had actually given me a few games to sell for him that I didn't have for my collection, so rather than sell them for him, I just said, "Hey, you know, why don't I just use some of that money you owe me as credit, and I'll take these off your hands." So got a couple NES games here. We got Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Excellent condition. It's got some writing on the back, but that's not a big deal. And then California games. And this game has just evaded me. I've never owned this game before. I mean, it's not really a game that I, you know, dying to play or anything like that. But I knew it was a decently common game anyway. It's not real common, but it's definitely not rare either. And I just had never come across it. Actually, another funny story. I did win this game on eBay once. It was a really crappy auction. I won it for $1 with free shipping, and the guy sent it to me, and he didn't put enough postage on the envelope. So the mail lady rang my doorbell. I came to the door, and she hands me the package and says, you know, if I want it, I have to pay the excess postage. So I had it in my hand, and the excess postage, the guy screwed it up so bad. It was like I had to pay like $3 or something like that. So I was like, you know what, just send it back to him. I'm not going to pay that. I only paid $1 for the game. So I had it in my hand, and I didn't get it. But now I finally have it. And then a couple Super Nintendo games as well. I got Brawl Brothers and Total Carnage. Again, 2 games that I didn't have. I think I didn't pay anything for these technically, I guess, but I think I used like $25 store credit to get these 4 games, which, I mean, it's a fair retail price for them. I had no idea that these were worth anything at all. I think this is like a $10 or $12 game, and this one's a little less, probably like $7, but I had no idea. So it was cool to get those for the collection. So the next day, I went back to the Goodwill again, and again, nothing in the electronics section, but I walked over to the games, and they had put out even more games. They had put out some loose cartridge Genesis games and a bunch more PlayStation stuff, mostly PS2 games actually, and it was kind of unfortunate. There was a bunch of them there, and all the discs were in absolutely terrible condition. So there's probably a few that I would have picked up for sure, but they were just so beat up that it wasn't even worth it. I did get one PS2 game though, Star Wars Battlefront 2. And I mean, this is what I mean about the condition. I mean, the case is destroyed, but I can replace that. The disc isn't too bad on this one, just some surface scratches, and it's got the manual there, which is also kind of beat up. But I'll replace the case. I figured this is a pretty popular game. I figured someone would want to trade for this or something like that, so I snagged that one. I also got 2 more PS1 games. This one was definitely not there the day before. I know I would have seen it. It's Gex, Enter the Gecko. And it's kind of funny because someone was trying to sell this for $2, obviously at probably a garage sale or something like that, and no one bought it, so they donated it to Goodwill, who charges, you know, $4 for it. But you know, I picked it up anyway. I didn't have it, so I grabbed that one. And then finally, I find this game in the wild. Some of you probably already know what it is just by me saying that, but Final Fantasy VII. You know, it's not in great shape. It is greatest hits. The case is actually not bad, but the artwork on the front and back is a little bit wrinkled on the inside, so it looks like it, you know, got some kind of water damage. It's missing the manual, but all 3 discs are in here. I think discs 1 and 3 have some surface scratching, but disc 2 looks pretty good. And I wasn't going to pass this up. You know, I just got over talking about how I never found this game in the wild. TMD121 had sent me my copy of this that Ryan and I are playing through right now. But finally I can say that I found Final Fantasy VII in the wild. You know, everyone always talks about how rare this game is and everything like that. It's not. It's just, you know, one of those games that everybody wants to play. It's just like a Pokemon or a Mario game or something like that. Obviously not that common, but you know what I mean. So finally picked that one up. And they also had, like I said, some Genesis games, mostly sports games, all loose cartridge. And I did pick up 2 though, because they were only asking 99 cents a piece for them, so I picked up the 2 that I felt were worth it for 99 cents. Mortal Kombat 3, which is a little beat up on the top, but again, for $1, I'll pick it up. And Tecmo Super Bowl, which is just, you know, a great sports game. I might even actually try this one out. Still looking for this one for my collection complete anyway. So I grabbed that stack of stuff there. Now I went up to pay for it, and I guess I reached like 100 points on my Goodwill loyalty card. Like every time you buy one item, you get a point. It doesn't go by how much money you spend. You just get 1 point per item, and then when you reach, you know, 50 and 100, you get a certain price off. So I reached 100 points, and I got $5 off that stack. So this whole stack of games ended up costing me like $6 and some change. So that was awesome. Now, I went back to the Goodwill again the next morning, and they didn't really have anything new out where they normally do. They had some Wii games, though, in the glass case up front that they had just put out. So I picked up a few of them here. I got Toy Story Mania, which is complete. And then I also got My Sims Agents and My Sims Sky Heroes. Both of these are missing manuals. And then I got Link's Crossbow Training. And I think I saw, what, Mr. Dude 206 picked this up not too long ago. I think he did a little gameplay on it. If I'm correct, I believe this was just packed in with like the set that, just a box set kind of thing that came with the plastic Wii accessory gun thing. So I don't think this has a whole lot of value or anything. It's still sealed though. It's got like the plastic seal over there, so I can't open it. I really don't know what I'm going to do with this. Honestly, I just thought it was cool. The way it was sitting in the glass case, I just thought it was like Wii Sports or something, but when I saw it was this, I was like, alright, I'll pick it up. And so the funniest thing was, I went to pay for this, and actually the cute Goodwill girl was the cashier. And so she rings me up and she's like, oh, you reached 100 points on your loyalty card. You get $5 off. So I got another $5 off because their computer's all messed up. They even tell you sometimes when you buy stuff, they're like, oh, check your receipt to make sure it counted your items. And I never do. I don't really care. But it didn't, you know, it obviously didn't register the day before that I had gotten 100 points. So I got another $5 off this stack here. So they were all, in the end, it was under $3 a piece on these, I think. So I believe that's all for the Goodwill pickups in this episode, but I do have one more Craigslist deal I want to show. I think it was Saturday night. I was watching the Vikings-Packers playoff game, and I got a response to my Craigslist wanted ad, and a lady told me that she had an N64 bundle. She had a system, and she listed me off a few games she had, a couple pretty good games, and I couldn't believe it. She said she only wanted $20 for the whole lot. And obviously I was all over that, so the next day I went and picked it up. So I'll show you guys what we got. Black N64 system here. I think I've gotten these in every one of my last like 5 or 6 videos now. No expansion pack though, just a jumper pack. It's in decent condition. It's a little bit dirty, and it's got a crack on one of the controller ports there, but not a huge deal. And then came with the power adapter and one of these Mad Catz RF cords that work for, you know, PlayStation and Xbox as well. And then 2 gray controllers. I think it's this one here is pretty good. It's got a pretty tight joystick. This one's probably just junk though. Joystick's really loose and the cord's all chewed up. But at least we got one good one. And then just a small stack of games here. But like I said, we got a couple pretty good titles in here. We got NASCAR 99, FIFA Soccer 64, Polaris Snowcross, and then GoldenEye 007. We got Mario Party 2, which itself is, you know, worth considerably more than the $20 I paid for everything. So that was definitely one of the winners. And then finally Excitebike 64. So that whole lot for 20 bucks. Hell yeah, that was a deal. And anyway, I think that's all I had to show in this video, so I want to thank you guys for sticking around and watching the whole video. You know, wish me luck. I'm hoping the Goodwill keeps on a-rockin', and I'm hoping I have some more luck there shortly and can give you guys another video. So, until next time, take care.